I'm going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest.
You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney job. I'm sui juris. I'm pro pria.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense.
I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace, and
sir.
I'll travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no contact.
Sir, here's what we're doing, Mr. White.
It's all right, guys. We've got a no-nonsense judge going head-to-head with a low-IQ sovereign citizen. And trust me, this one gets heated. This guy makes a massive mistake and just won't stop talking, no matter how many times the judge tries to set him straight. In the end, the judge completely shuts him down, and it's honestly so satisfying to watch. Let me know in the comments what you think of how the judge handled it. I personally think he did an excellent job, but enough talk. Let's dive in and watch this sovereign citizen get absolutely wrecked.
You're on the telephone ending in 1336. Tell us your name, please.
I come in sui juris.
Only one of you actually has that phone number, and the other people are just wrong about what their phone number is. Who's calling ending in 1336?
Sui juris and personal persona. I'm Stephen hyphen Tyrell colon White comma beneficiary and sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace, and duress. Fiduciary Daniel Williams Norbeck.
Okay, Mr. White, we're going to pop you over in the waiting room because you're just going to be a distraction for all the citizens here willing to abide by the laws of our country. So we'll pop you over in the waiting room and we'll get back to you. In case you guys have ever heard of the term sovereign citizen in the news, that's what one of them sounds like when they try to come to court.
The way this judge is handling it so far, you can just tell he's not here to play game. But let's see what happens when he calls this guy back in. The judge just went through the entire docket and made the sovereign citizen sit and wait. Now the question is, will he finally change his attitude, or is he about to dig himself an even deeper hole? Let's find out.
Hey, Mr. White, are you able to hear me?
Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to read this to you so you understand what you're charged with. This says that on January 7th of this year, on 2nd Street there in the city of Fenville, that you were driving while license suspended. That is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and for $500 fines and costs. Do you understand your charge?
Objection, Your Honor. I do not understand my charges or
okay, I'm going to mark you down as not guilty, and we'll set you for a jury trial. You can continue to...
Your Honor, you practice in front of bench. You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney job. I'm sui juris. I'm pro pria.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense. It means nothing in a court of law. So if you're not willing to state that you even understand or recognize the authority of the court, my options are I can make you come in for arraignment and not give you a PR bond, and then you'll have to post bond to not sit in jail. You want to do it that way instead? Right now, if I get through arraignment with you, I'll give you a PR bond. Mr. White?
I don't listen. I'm asking you a question.
What's the question, sir?
I'm not arguing with you, Your Honor. I just want you to hear me.
Okay, but I don't want to listen for 20 minutes. Go ahead and ask your one question, and we'll start there and see if it's a real question.
Am I on the record?
Yes.
It's not going to take 20 minutes, Your Honor. I give you my word.
Well, you said you have a question, sir. What's the question you want to ask?
Is this criminal or is it civil?
This is criminal, sir. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines and costs.
Hey, if it's criminal, can I ask this?
I just love how this judge is handling things so far. You can tell he's not here to mess around. Now let's see how he deals with this guy when he finally calls him back in. The judge went through the entire docket and made this sovereign citizen sit and wait. So has he learned his lesson? That was 2 questions, buddy. Pick a struggle. And no, you cannot get this case dismissed, you absolute genius. Do you even know how trials work? Because newsflash, you're not in one yet. This is literally just a hearing, and my guy is already making a fool of himself.
Because at this point, the prosecutor... There's no sworn testimony. There's no sworn.
It's because this is just arraignment, sir. What you're talking about is trial. That would be several steps down the road. Arraignment is just for you to make sure that you understand what you're accused of, what the penalty is, and for you to enter a plea. You're accused of driving while license suspended. I read to you what the possible penalties are, and I asked you if you wish to plead guilty or not guilty at this time.
No, Your Honor, I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace,
Okay, sir, those sentences don't mean anything. They have no legal meaning whatsoever.
It's guaranteed by
So
my
I've
constitutional
indicated that since you can't understand arraignment, I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I've set you for a jury trial. You can represent yourself free of charge, or you could hire an attorney. And now you must make a choice, sir, for bond. If we get through the arraignment with you on Zoom, I'm going to give you a PR bond, personal recognizance bond. That means you don't have to post any money. We're essentially trusting you that you'll keep coming back for your court dates. It is no driving without a valid driver's license. If you cannot get that far, in other words, if you really don't understand what's happening here, then I'm not going to allow you to be arraigned by Zoom. I'm going to set you for arraignment in person. And you will come to this courthouse. You will not get a PR bond. You will get a $300 cash or surety bond, meaning that you will need to post $300 in cash, or you will sit in jail from that day until your trial date. So I'll give you a choice. Do you want to be arraigned over Zoom like we're doing today, or would you like to come in and be arraigned in person?
Well, I object to all this, Your Honor, because at this point, I don't even understand the charges. I do not understand the charges. I'm not trying to.
That's fine. No, sir, you're allowed to. Sir, you're allowed to object, and I understand your sentence that you don't understand the charges. And so I will attempt to work with you for that for a second. I'm going to read the charges to you, okay? This says that it takes place on January 7th of this year. You understand that, right? The date that I just read.
I'm saying I do not. At this point, Your Honor, I was saying this. It was a jurisdiction matter. It's a jurisdiction matter. That's what I'm saying. It's a subject matter jurisdiction.
Here's the problem with you arguing jurisdiction. I am a lawyer, so I understand what jurisdiction means. I'm not sure.
This guy is out here throwing around legal jargon like he's some kind of courtroom prodigy. Spoiler alert, he is not. You can just tell by the way he's talking that he has zero clue what's actually going on. Sir, this is the legal equivalent of the tutorial, and you're already failing. What do you guys think? Should the judge just kick him out now or let him keep going for another 20 minutes? Because honestly, this judge is out here playing chess while this two-brain cell sovereign citizen is still struggling with checkers. And I love it. You can tell the judge knows exactly what he's doing. He's not